We are live. Welcome to the event. Sorry, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties, but we are here. We are excited to be back, to be starting our November series. We cannot wait to talk to you, to hear from you. As you know, if you don't know, this is the event. We are a safe space to speak and be heard, no matter what your background is, no matter what your experiences are. We want you to be part of our community. We want your voice to be heard, your expertise, your experiences, your knowledge, things that you have gained along the way. So we are excited that it's November. We are excited that we have a safe space to talk, to be heard, and sometimes just to sit and rest and listen. A lot of times we take for granted in community the space that we have just to sit and enjoy just being in the presence of others, and how big of a difference that can make in our day, just to have someone nearby, just to have another person in your vicinity, just to be in a space doing something completely different, but know that someone else is there with you doing something completely different. So that is what the event is. It is whatever you make it. It is whatever you want it to be. And we try our best to strive to be whatever you need us to be for you, to feel safe, to feel heard, and to feel like you are part of something that's bigger than you and you have support. So welcome in. Tonight, our conversation is centered around having safe spaces to talk. Believe it or not, we are starting a series called Fireside Chat. So the goal of this series is to have those. I don't know if any of you have ever been to a bonfire or sat around a fire pit or been camping when you were younger or as an adult and started a fire and kind of sat around it, told stories, talked to people, roasted marshmallows, cooked hot dogs, heated up food. But this is that cozy winter time or summertime or springtime, whatever season you enjoy. It's that time to come around, um, stoke the embers, keep the fire going, and have that chat that maybe you don't have with everyone, right? But you're in this safe, secluded space, and we can have conversation that impacts us beyond the moment that we're in. So tonight's conversation is just an overview of what November will look like. So I know we got on a little bit late, but we will not be on very long because we just want to kind of give an overview. Again, if you're just joining or if this is your first time on, we want to welcome you into the space, and we welcome you not to just listen, but we welcome you to also be a participant. And just to be clear, participation looks like you talking. Participation also looks like you sharing. Participation can look like you sitting in a room with other people listening in. Participation can look like you just gleaning and you never write in the comments. So this is a multifaceted community. So some people you'll see them chat all the time. Some people you may never see chat, but you know they're in the room with us. And our fireside chat is for everyone. So this for the people who are sitting around just listening and taking it in. It's for the people who may walk by as they're doing something else and they hear something that piques their interest. And it's for the people who want to actively talk in the conversation and bring something in by way of their comment or by their advice that they want to give. So one thing that I do want to acknowledge as we kind of go through this space is some things that we've been doing. This is Tuesday, right? Tuesday the 12th. So last Tuesday was election day. We did host a space where if you needed to talk, if you needed to kind of work through what was going on, if you just needed a space to just vent, get it off your chest, we hosted a virtual space where you could do that. However, on Wednesday, we offered a safe space for you to just come in, unplug from social media, and just rest in a space with like-minded people. We had snacks. We had our mocktail bar. You know that our mocktail bar is our signature. We had water. We had music. It was just a space for people to come in, unplug, take the load off for the day, decompress. So I'm thankful for all of you who were able to make it. We are so thankful that you were able to come and share space with us, that you came and just, laughed and joked with somebody or just sat and enjoyed the silence and just being in a space where you didn't have to think about anything. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited that we had that time together. Moving forward, again, we'll be hosting these every Tuesday. Next month, we will kind of conclude our fireside chat by having an in-person fireside chat. So we'll be having a community bonfire. You'll be able to drive yourself if that's what you desire, but we also will be offering transportation for those of you who would kind of like to just chill for the whole evening. So that'll be December 7th, and we'll offer transportation. That'll be limited, but we will offer transportation for those of you who would like to enjoy that and just take a load off. You have a chauffeur, you won't have to worry about driving yourself around, and we'll just sit around and talk, similar to our socials that we have in the spring and summer. It'll just be a safe space to talk, whether it's relationships, whether it's politics, whether it is family, whether it's work. It's just a safe space to talk about whatever the night flows is what we do. And it's always fruitful. I always enjoy those conversations. We also will be hosting spaces in person more consistently. So be on the lookout for more information. But the biggest thing tonight is like a check-in. Like, I want to know where you are, what's going on with you, so that as we move forward, we make sure that these conversations are tailored to you. So my question for the people tonight: drop an emoji. And if you don't feel comfortable dropping it in the chat, you can always DM me, or I know some of you have my number. You can text me your emoji. So in light of like just life, because life has been life, and many of us have been in shifts, transitions. Again, with the outcome of the election, people have a lot of mixed emotions. People are expressing different things. Like I said, we won't even be on long tonight because sometimes you just need that time to unplug. So I want you to have that time to unplug. So I would love for you to drop an emoji or DM me an emoji, how you feel. And it's okay to feel like several ways at once. So if you drop like 3 emojis, like, that's a thing too. You can be excited and hopeful, but also disappointed and sad. You can be angry, but also feel like, you know what, everything is going to be okay. You can be tired, but also have some excitement somewhere deep down in there. So the biggest thing, even with these emojis, is knowing that you can feel multiple things at one time. And that's okay. Like, nothing is wrong with you because you're experiencing various emotions. That is part of our humanity. We experience multiple things at once. And often, the world tries to tell us you have to do one thing, you have to feel one way. But just biologically, we can feel a rush of different emotions at any given time. And that is perfectly fine and normal and okay. And there is nothing wrong with you. So if you're looking at this chart and you're like, I feel like all of these things plus a few more, you are not alone in that. And know that you have community to help you work through that. And you don't have to do that overnight either. So if you're going through some transitions, if you're trying to figure things out on a personal level, on a community level, on a national level, know that you are not alone in that, but also know that there are resources for you, and that there is community that you can lean into, so you don't have to process these things alone. Also know, like I said, this is an overview. So our fireside chat tonight is just to know that you have community and there are resources. Also know that if you haven't considered therapy is an option. There are, for many people, your insurance will pay for it. For other people, there are community resources where you can get therapeutic things like sessions at a discounted rate. So know that there are resources out there, and know that there are people who want to do the work to help you through your journey. And it's just as easy as reaching out, right? Sometimes that's the hardest part. It's as easy as knowing that you have the tools so that you can reach out, and knowing that as you're experiencing multiple emotions at one time, that doesn't mean that you are less than, or that something is wrong with you, or that you're not functioning right. It just means that you are human and you are processing. And sometimes that takes a little bit of time to get through. So we are here. The vent is here. You know that you can always DM me, reach out to me. If I don't have the answers or the resources or the certifications or the education to help you, I would love to connect you with someone who can. Know that you can visit our website, as well as DM me, shoot me a text. If you're in our group me, shoot me a direct message. You can just click my name, shoot a direct message, and know that we're here for you. You can take a deep breath, even drawing from some of the past things that we've done. Feel free to go back to those deep breathing exercises. You can find those on YouTube. You can find those on various websites. I have resources that I can send out to you. But know that the deep breathing, drink your water, go to bed, take a break when you need to take a mental break, whether it's at work, whether you work from home, go out, get some sun, get some fresh air, take care of your body, eat some fruit, eat some vegetables, pig out, have the chips, have the cake, but also make sure that you incorporate water, vegetables, and fruit into your diet as well. Find an accountability partner if you don't already have one, as well as safe spaces where you can release to people that you trust. So that's tonight. Like I said, not long. Many of us are already mentally just checked out. We're mentally tired. We're mentally just over processing life in the moment. So take time tonight to be you, to take care of you. Take a long shower, soak in the tub, read a book, get off of, I'm on social media, right? Disconnect from social media, disconnect from devices and screens. Take care of yourself, give yourself a mental break, and know that even if you take a break, whatever you need to do, it will still be there. Those people will be okay. That job will be all right, as long as you're able to take care of yourself as well. So work through the process the emotions, reach out for resources. Don't be afraid to say you need help, and know that you have community that fully supports you and is walking along this journey with you. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for the event. Next week, we will continue our fireside chats, and we will talk about connections and how who you're connected to, what you're connected to, make such a big difference in life. Often a quote is used, it's not what you know, but it's who you know. And that really does make a big difference. Relationships, whether it be networking relationships, whether it be familial, whether it be romantic, whatever it may be, those relationships make such a big impact on us, our decision making, and how we move forward in life. So let's talk about that next week. I'll see you there. Cannot wait to hear from you. Take care of yourself tonight, no matter how big or small that gesture is. Take care of you, and have a great night, everybody.